Good morning everybody and welcome to a new episode of Fortress Craft Evolved where we're in Permanite. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the threat level is okay at the moment. We're at 1335 and that's with 4 of these things. So we're starting to get heavies now. We're losing on the heavies, but this is going to be like a little bit of a catch-up episode because I've done an awful lot of work on live streaming, and because a lot of it was tedious and I didn't want to put you guys and girls through it being tedious. So we made ourselves the pumpkin, the cauldron and the snowman. To do those, press C and then press the green cube and you'll see them now that they just take construction paste. You do need to have the add-on pack, okay, for them, otherwise you can't get them. So what is next? Oh yes, and the reinforced concrete wall. Those are the ones that we like, so we've been doing those. So as we go through and find bits and pieces like this, we just put them there, and eventually you'll see that you'll get an area that's going to be covered in blocks where Henrietta can't destroy things. So what are we going to be doing today? Well, first of all, we're going to pause it and we're going to go into Steam. We're going to go to our friends list and we're going to log off. Now the reason that I do this is for the simple fact is that it cuts down lag. Don't ask me why. It's not to do with Fortress Craft Evolved. It's that when I play it, it lags the game out. So we've got some more of these. These are good. These are coming up, and we have only got tin left to do, and we've got to move tin down. So that means all of this area here will have to go further back, okay, because of where it is. Now we've got all the lines coming up here. We've added the new copper line here. Now obviously we will possibly have to move Henrietta's bit. We'll do that in another episode. Got to move this. We've got the lab going, and we've got advanced defences. And the thing that's going to take us time on this is the ultimate experimental pods. Why titanium comes through lower than everybody else, we do not know, but we will be fixing that today. So yes, we haven't got tin done. We've redone the copper because we had to go and redo the copper. We've redone the base defences. You can see now we have 1 cube here, which is 8,500 units. We are finding that this is not enough, so we may be adding another cube, and these are spaced out at 5 by 5, so I can actually add in another 800 one, but I don't want to do it until we get things going. Now the skin pack we've recently got down, and we have it pink. We have our smoke signal going, so we'll be going down there. The major thing that we've done is the major change in this section here. You can see that this building has doubled in size. You've got the pod making section for the laboratory. This is where I come and collect my bits and pieces if I need stuff. Okay, so if I need copper or tin or iron or whichever ones that I want, yeah, this is where I get them. You can see I've got 100 units of everything, so that's going to be good for doing T2 stuff. So we are going to be doing that. And also what this section does is we will be making sinks, sinkholes. Now this is to make sure that we got enough stock after we've got this stock built. Depending how long we play the game, we will be macerating. the items, because we just won't need them, because we'll have them all the time. So that's the only way I can think of doing a sinkhole, doing an in-game sinkhole. These are going to be 10 by 10 squares, so you'll have 15,000 units of each, so it just keeps you going. You've got your output port. Now these output ports, these are going to manufacturing plants, as you can see here. Okay, each manufacturing plant has one item making it. Okay, so we've got 300 units of normal conveyor belts. Okay, and this one we have templates. They actually make another manufacturing plant. This one is in the wrong place, so we don't need that. Put that and that there. So we will make those possibly into a new manufacturing section, and that will be done from underneath and not from the top, because I might be putting some stuff there. I don't mind the lasers, I do quite like the pairers. These are going up there, so we're going to go up there and have a look. I've got to move the lift because we have added the new section, and that needs to be added. There we go. So you can see we've got all of this stuff. Okay. Lithium ore extractor hasn't got a cutting head. I don't really care because we've got so much lithium, but we'll probably go and do it anyway. This is I can't remember what this one is. What's this one? Tin. So this is our tin. Tin has quite a few useful bits. You can see we've got lots of 3 outputs here. Okay, again I'm getting to the point of where I'm actually starting to automate stuff. This should be iron. Iron is a big problem for us at the moment. It might be not the first one that gets grinded into zinc, but you can see that we're getting there. These are only 4 height, because I didn't realise that you could do these 6 height. When we restart the game, we'll be taking that into consideration. As I said, the higher that you build, the more damage you get. This is lithium. This is another big one that needs a sinkhole. This, you know, yeah. Okay. When you first start off in the game, yeah, this is a little bit of a problem. It's not too much of a problem, but then when you get to the mid section where you got everything automated, there's no sinkholes for it. Okay, there's just batteries use like 1 lithium or 2 lithium. It's ridiculous. And then when you get to Mark 3s, they don't use lithium at all. All batteries, in my opinion, should be using lithium. This is the nickel. You can see that we do have nickel in there, because basically once this line is filled up, I don't need it anymore. Simple as that. So what we've got here, now this is some interesting information here. We've got here 36 bits and pieces, and here we've got a split and we've got 7. Now the split is not working very well, because we don't have titanium coming in all the time. Have I got a lens on that? Yeah. Okay, do need to. So what are we making? What we've got here is we've got a production of transportation pipes. Now the reason that we're doing the T2 pipes is simply because we need to have the T2 made. Okay. Now once the T2 is made, we will have this coming off here. This is split, and this is going to be making another product for us, which is T5 batteries. Okay, so we currently have 0 in there because we're still waiting for our first few bits of crystal to come up here, but we'll be changing that in a minute. Now we've got under here, we've got tin. Okay, you can see that we've got tin in there. I don't have a production post. Oh, I can put a window in. Okay, so you can see that I've actually got a hopper under there because this takes 3 items, so you need 4 outputs, 3 inputs and 1 output. Okay, and again, that's another thing that you've got to be aware of, is that these are set correctly. These need to be all add and remove. Okay, because if you don't have them set correctly, then when you go to check that one, it won't work correctly. So yes, so that's a lot of the stuff that we did while I was offline, and it did take me a while to do. The other thing is Coal City. I'm calling it Coal City, okay, because it's coal, it's big, and it looks like skyscrapers. You've probably seen them. You can see them in the distance over there, that big block over there. Yeah, we should be safe enough to jump down here. Right, okay, so this is what I call Coal City. Okay, this is an input from another coal section. When we replay the game and we do another one, we'll be improving on this, and we'll only be having 1 section coming in, but that will run for quite some time for us. So what have we got here? Well, basically what we've got is we've got a coal running, okay, just normal coal. Now I never had this one to start off with. When you first start off with, you'll have this, okay, and we've got this one as 7,500. Okay, so you've got your input ports, it'll feed coal in. Now I used to have these directly on the feeders on the actual coal itself, and I was finding it a little bit slow. So I put output ports on here, so you feed as fast as you possibly can into here. These output ports come out. These come into the the coal enricher. These enrich the coal, and these just make enriched coal. Okay, and you can see that we have a lot there, and you can see that it goes up quite quickly. It's practically at full capacity. I don't know if that's working quicker or slower. No, it's actually going down a little bit. Yeah, it's actually going down. So what we was doing, I think we might do again, because we're getting to that capacity, is we are going to put the hoppers back in, because that gives us another buffer. Okay, because of these guys, I'm not bothered. I mean, flipping out, I mean, I'm never going to flipping use all of that, but that's what we did, a 10 by 10 square. We could do it longer, but the input ports and stuff like that, I played around with it, and that's the best way to do it. We changed where the garbage thief was. We now have it so the rubbish from the wasp come in here. Okay, we can actually add our own rubbish as well still. And what I would like for the person who wrote this, who wrote the ore thief, to write a garbage thief. I'm going to actually not a garbage thief, sorry, a wasp thief, because that would be absolutely fantastic. Because when you miss stuff, You just stand there, bang. So I'm going to actually ask the guy there to make that. Hopefully DJ will put that in the game. If not, we'll probably add it as a mod after we get the achievement, because that is one mod that I would love to see. This is fantastic. I don't like the others in it, but the garbage thief is great. I just wish they had a wasp one. So yes, it's kind of, we do like it. Now this is outputting quite a lot. This is doing quite a lot here. This is doing everything that we desired. We have constant fights now. We've been doing that for a while. This is the wasp section. Okay, I'm actually going to stand up on a couple of these. Okay, so what you can see here is the same as what we would normally do. You've got all the different parts of the wasps coming out. That one is doesn't tell you what that one is, but I think that one needs to be deleted. Okay, so they go and collect it. All the wasp stuff are done in here, and the only thing that goes down to the frozen section are the phosphorus glands, the broken phosphorus gland. Everything else is sent to the macerator. Okay, and it's just sent there. We don't care what it is, it's just sent there. The only thing that aren't sent there are the eyes and the pristine the pristine stingers, but anything that is ruined just goes there. It doesn't matter where it is, what it is, it just goes there. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we need to do some work on that. You can see that we've got a lot of work here to do. We need to put this on automation and stuff like that to just keep the base clear. There's a lot of stuff that we can and can do, and that's the catch up, guys and girls. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this series, do leave a like, do leave comments. I do respond to them. I do check on a Friday if I've got any comments, just to make sure that anything hasn't gone as spam. Okay, don't put in the comments join my channel, support me, I'll like you, I like that, because I'll just ignore it. Okay, want to make a comment, make a comment. Okay, I don't just like and subscribe to people, and I don't expect people to like and subscribe to me. If you like it, like it. If you hate it, hate it. We'll see you again. Have fun, stay safe. Bye for now.